Well, hi everyone. Welcome to today's video. Today is Friday, May 21st, and it's about 2:45 in the afternoon. We are at the corner of Yonge Street and Bloor Street. Today's video is going to take us straight down Yonge Street, going south to Front Street. And so I walked here from home. That was about 40 minutes, I guess. But I didn't record that walk down Yonge Street because I've recorded it before, so I don't want to see that again. I hope everyone is doing well. Looking forward to the long weekend. And when I left home today, it said that it was plus 29. And I was talking to my husband about that, and I said I can't remember May being this hot, especially being 29 in May. I just don't remember it being that hot. Anyway. So I am walking on the west side of the street because it is shaded. I did totally lather myself with sunscreen, wearing sunglasses, but I'm going to be out for, I think, a total of 3 hours on foot today. That includes this walk. And then I'm going to do a part 2 from, once we get to Front Street, I'm going to walk west along Front Street. I'm not sure where it's going to conclude on Front Street, but I'll play that by ear. And then I'm going to conclude at whatever West End I'm going to conclude this video at whatever West End cross street with Front Street, where that is, because I'm not going to walk up, I don't think, going north to get home. I might, but I'm not sure. Anyway, 2 videos for today. So I guess a part 1 and a part 2. I haven't done this route in forever, but I really wanted to get out for a walk today. The last few days have been planting, so I picked up 3 white peonies and 6 white dianthus and 3 daisies, 3 daisy plants, and 3 hydrangea plants. And credit goes to the viewer who recommended hydrangeas. It was that recommendation that made me research hydrangeas and check them out, and yeah, that was a great recommendation, so I bought 3. Thank you very much. They're supposed to grow, like, they're supposed to be quite bushy. So the whole garden,
there's a lobster?
The whole garden is going to be white and green, with that center dot of the daisy, of course, being yellow. And my husband did actually, is laying the mulch. So we put down the garden, or the cover. It's like a fabric permeable cover over the soil, and then I planted, and David is going to be laying down the mulch. So that should happen by the end of this weekend, maybe tonight or tomorrow, and my garden will be done. I can't tell you how much I've been looking forward to getting that garden done. So The last couple of days I spent seeking out the plants that I wanted because some of the shops I went to, or called rather, didn't have what I was looking for. So I found two separate shops that carried the plants I was looking for. So I did 2 pickups, got everything I needed. Now I'm done. And all of the plants that I planted are all perennials. So I spent all day planting all those plants, and back is sore, my rear is sore, my legs sore. So I thought, what better way to shake out all those cobwebs than to go for a nice long walk. Thank you for joining me. I hope you do enjoy today's video. I used to, pre-pandemic, I used to come downtown probably once a week, and always on foot. And it would take me a good hour to get from where I live to like Queen Street. Sometimes an hour 15 maybe, something like that. That's how fast I'm walking. Today I think I'm walking really quickly. So I think we just have a couple more weeks, folks, before some of the restrictions will be lifted. And I'm noticing along Yonge Street in my neighborhood, sort of the Yonge and Eglinton, Yonge and Davisville neighborhood. I live sort of between Davisville and Eglinton, so just out to Yonge Street, there are some restaurants along Yonge Street in that neighborhood, and they have already started placing those large cement partitions to host outdoor dining. So that's a really super good sign. The numbers are better. Let's hope it lasts. Let's hope we don't go into a 4th wave. And I don't mean to laugh at that, but it sort of makes me think if we go into a 4th wave, something is not being done right. I understand there's a lot of pressure to open up businesses. I empathize with shop owners and even the large corporations that have to be closed during this pandemic. Everybody's losing money because the people that work in those places aren't working for the most part. So I get that. But I'm also hoping that this change, or this gradual opening, will do the trick. I in part left home at around the time that I did, so I could walk home around the time that I used to walk home when I worked downtown, which was, you know, over 20 years ago. When was the last time I worked downtown? Yeah, over 20 years ago, I think. All my other jobs were not downtown. And I remember walking home up University, and sometimes what I would do to treat myself, and if I had no food in the house, I would buy, I don't know if you guys remember Marvelous Muffins. I used to stop and buy 2 of those jumbo size muffins, chocolate chip, and just indulge with, you know, a couple glasses of milk, and that would be my dinner. What was I thinking? Mind you, I was a lot younger back then. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just maybe not the healthiest thing to do. But I enjoyed every morsel. It's busier than I thought down here. So we're just passing College Park. I remember there used to be some really nice shops in College Park 30 years ago. And I don't really know what's in here other than a Metro, grocery store, and obviously a furniture store, but I don't know if there's other little shops in here or not. I do really love walking down Yonge Street. Probably will do it another time. Not in the summer. So now we're coming up to Gerrard Street. Still heading southbound on Yonge. Oh, that Rexall, I think, oh no, right beside it, that used to be a Starbucks. Changing hands here because I'm carrying a water bottle in one hand and the camera in the other. And I'm discreetly trying to take sips of water. So if you're hearing any gulps, I apologize.
And he's the same with you.
big hole in the ground there. Puppy. I was passing by the Davisville subway station as I was starting down to Bloor Street to start this video, and there was this man carrying a teeny tiny puppy, and he had just come out of the vet's office, and so the puppy may have been neutered or spayed or maybe just shots. This is heartworm season, so this is when dogs need to get their heartworm medication. Ryerson University. Yeah, that was, I think, closed up all winter. Now it's all opened up with all types of food vendors. So here's Winners across the street. Do you guys remember when that was H&M Records? Before that, maybe it's just up a bit. It used to be Sam the Record Man. I think it used to be here. Yeah, just where that Chipotle Mexican Grill is. Sam the Record Man. I remember going in there, buying albums, but mostly I think tape, yeah, cassette tapes. And then H&M came, and I did shop there as well. Now I don't shop for music at all. I did have albums from the late 70s and 80s and 90s, but unfortunately they got destroyed. We had a bit of a flood, and they did get destroyed. And we actually do have a turntable. And my husband has a huge collection of LP albums. But I was finally able to convince him to box them up and no longer have them on display. I remember there used to be little shops here, so we're just, passing the Eden Center, walking along the Eden Center, and there used to be all these little independent shops along here where you could access from the street. I remember there used to be a Toby's hamburger joint. A lot of change. Ed Mervish Theater. Oh, that Tim Hortons shut down. vibe being downtown. I love being downtown. I've already said that a few hundred times already. Well, I'm so glad to be walking in the shade. What a difference it makes being on this side of the street. I think some people deliberately don't correct their mufflers because they enjoy that obnoxious racket coming from their vehicles. You know what? I think maybe I have been down here before because I remember talking about this building right across the street. It's considered a heritage building. I guess different day, different video, same street. Yeah, I do record where I walk, but I often just, I guess 99% of the time, I just go out for walks where I feel like going. And if that means I repeat a walk, all it means is I'm repeating that street, but things always are different. Different day, different scenery, different weather. Now we're coming up to Queen Street West. The bay. It looks like a broken window. That sucks. All boarded up. We'll do a walk east on Queen Street, and we'll also do a walk on West Queen Street at another time. I'm pretty familiar with both. I've walked them each side of Queen Street, I don't know, countless times. And begin to wouldn't even begin to estimate how many times I've walked down Queen Street either way. Hundreds and hundreds. Summertime when the vehicle windows are rolled down and the music is going. This used to be a Movenpick. I think right here on this corner. Temperance and Yonge. I think a long time ago. Long time ago it was a Movenpick. It still looks like it's, oh, I think it's still a restaurant of some kind. I don't even know if Movenpick exists anymore. There used to be one. It was either Bloor Avenue or Hazelton, or Cumberland rather, years ago. And a friend and I, this is like 30 years ago, 32 years ago, a friend and I used to often go there after work on a Friday, and because it was affordable. And we used to enjoy watching all the Yorkville crowd out and about on a Friday afternoon, or Friday evening rather. Memories back in those days. And that was when I was working downtown. So shortly after I moved to Toronto, downtown was where it was at. That's where you had to be, at least for me. There was so much to do after work, and my friends would be working downtown as well. So always meeting up. And we would also meet up on, I think, Yonge Street. There were a few restaurants, Yonge Street, yeah, I think Yonge Street and Richmond or something like that. Or Queen Street. Yeah, Queen Street and Yonge Street. It was kind of a happening place for the 30-something crowd, 30-something crowd after work. The only time we really would go was like on a Friday after work. And then what we would do on Saturday is we would often either come downtown, but mostly we would go to like Bloor Street and window shop, or do our weekly, buying pantyhose, work supply, seeing what's on sale or what piece of clothing we couldn't live without. And we would shop on a Saturday. It could be something as simple as a lipstick, but the whole point was just to hang out on Bloor, grab lunch, here's another beautiful old building. Just gonna see the beautiful columns there. I don't know if Toronto had many of these buildings. I assume the ones that Toronto has, they are keeping, because a lot in the city is being torn down and rebuilt. Like there was a building, not too far from where I live, that was a condo building, and nice. It was really nice. It's on Roehampton, just off of Yonge, just behind, I think it's called the Royal Duke pub. or the Duke or something like that. Anyhow, there was low-rise condominium, and I don't think there were a lot of units, but it was probably, I know it was built just shortly before I moved to Toronto, and that was just over like 32 years ago now, and it's already like it came down already, and the new structure is I think it's built, and I think there's tenants living in there now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's finished well enough for people to move in yet, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, to have a building last around 30 years seems unheard of to me. Not unheard of, but it just doesn't seem realistic. It clearly is, so there you go. I just compare to Europe, and I know that in Europe you can, you know, when I do, you know, the virtual walking tours with some European walking bloggers or YouTubers, you know, the walks are often in the touristy areas, but some aren't, and all the buildings seem like really like old and ancient and incredibly beautiful. Concludes today's video. So I'm not sure how long this video was, but we're doing a part 2. I'm concluding here at the Hockey Hall of Fame, right at Front Street and Yonge, and right now I am on the west side of the street. So I am going to do an errand while I'm down here, and I'll pick this video up in probably about 10 minutes or so. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.